What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy, Snowy Kurama. We are back for some PDT, Clash and Cure Poison, Team Tour, ZA Nat Dex. Yes, we are still in the Team Tour, even though there have been, what, like 2 breaks? Something like that. This would have been up on Monday, but I came out with some sort of sickness that's been flying around. It was not very fun. I still feel a little sniffly. I've got my tea here in my Naruto cup, Naruto mug. Pretty big mug too. And I've got my tissue boxes, so you might see some sneezing action. It's real great stuff. Real great stuff. Anyway, we have Bart versus Don Marto, our first match of the week. Looks like Bart is sporting our Mega Lop team, which I think is that the team he made? It might have been. I think so. I can't quite remember. It's been a while. Versus a team with, it doesn't look, oh, Mega Dancy is here. Because the newest megas that came out in the Mega Dimension are not legal yet in this draft league, so we're not going to see any of them. Who are we think is leading? It could be... I don't think that, what's his name, Lando's a bad lead. Bart might lead either Lop for the early Mega, or he might see Samurott setting up some Spikearoos. I don't quite remember if Magic Bounce affects Ceaseless Edge and Stone Axe. I don't quite remember. I'm hoping for our sake it doesn't affect it at all. But we'll just have to see. I'm gonna go Lando and Sam, just so we can set this off. Samurott is leading. Into Landorus. There, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. 1 out of 7, let's go. Wow, that's a big U-turn. You must be a scarfed guy. No, you're not. You don't have to necessarily be scarfed, but you are very fast. Might even have speed just for the Samurai here. Into a Rotom. We could be Razor Shelling here. We could just be trying to set up some spikes. Okay, we flip turn, doing some big damage into the Rotom. It's at half now. Flygon can come in. Are we Stone Edge? Will-O-Wisp. Doesn't look like it's going to matter. Lumberry right away. Just popped the Lum into a U-turn. Okay. Moth comes out. Quark Drive speed. There it is. We're now fast. Probably going to set up a Quiver. Nope, we just Fiery Dance instead. Trying to get the boost. Alright, Samurott's in. We see some screens going up on the male Meowstic. Knockoff here. I was wondering, I don't even know if it gets Brick Break, but I was wondering if you were going to see one from that Samurott there. Ogerpon comes in, ready to take the Razor Shell or whatever is coming out. Knockoff. This thing is great at soaking up knockoffs because it can only hold the helmet, the mask, Wellspring helmet. It can only hold the mask, which cannot be knocked off. That is something. That's something I never considered actually with Ogerpon forms. Okay, I'll have to remember that they're on the board next time I see one. Swords Dance up against the Fortress that came in. See a Trailblaze, not doing too much. Are we helmet? No helmet. We are Volt Switching, and you're not doing anything. This thing must be chonky on the Spadef side, even with the... No, that's not what that means. It's a stupid Fortress. My bad. Okay, so whatever this is just fainted. The Zapdos, who didn't even have a picture. Alright, Fortress is in. Ivy Cudgel. Wow, doing okay. I mean, it doesn't resist the water move. So, I guess that's... I just didn't expect that. We have a Fake Out. We're trying to run out some screens turns. on this demon. Hey, Lyrics, what's up? I haven't seen you since last year either, man. Alright, Lopunny's down. How have you been? Flygon is in. Ivy Cudgel takes it down. Yeah, I think this might just be it. This is, yeah. The Samurott is low. Yikes. Not looking good for Bart here. That is a 6-0 sweep by Don Marto. Great try there to Bart. We didn't try setting up our spikes at all, which I thought was a little odd. But, I mean, prankster screens into setup sweeper is a tale as old as time. So, you hate to see it. Great try, Bart. We have Big Tylord versus Icy Glastrier. I have been just a wee bit sick, which is why I sound a little weird. But aside from that, I've been doing alright. Nothing to complain too much about, aside from the sniffles and the brain fog that I had the other day. It's pretty bad. But I am well enough to be streaming, so that's something to be thankful for. No megas on Tylord's side. There's no way the Mega Salamence is legal here. This might be Mega Delphox from Icy. What am I thinking of leads here? I could see lead. I don't know, man. Rotom because it can Volt. But Tylord's Rotom feels like, since it's Tylord, that it's going to be... Well, it can click Willow, never mind. That's probably going to be bulky Willow with some good special attack stat to get rid of the Rotom Wash. Yeah, it's probably going to be that. After Christmas got hit with a sickness so bad in a bad cough, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just been something that's going around my area, too. Like, a bunch of people have just been getting sick at that place I work, which, you know, doctor's office. It's kind of where all the sick people go. I'm thinking Rotom here, and I don't think he's leading Rotom on this side. I don't think that's the case. Could be Treads, could be Fez, expecting the Rotom. I'll go Fez Rotom. Rotom Mo. Oh, Fez? Oh, how does he do it? That's 2 in a row. 2 in a row for the comeback. Alright, Aegislash is in. We see a U-turn. Into the other Rotom. Alright, Rotom back in. This is looking a lot like the game that we just saw. Just a bunch of pivoting around in the beginning. Willow missing the Fez. That's unfortunate. Into a U-turn that should not have been that hard, but it is what it is. Will-O-Wisp misses. We burn the Rotom here. Into another Volt Switch. Okay, this guy's just going to keep clicking these moves. Aegislash not trying to risk a U-turn here. Which is exactly what comes out. Alright, Rotom's back in. We hit... Okay, no. That was just the burn from before. What is happening? What is happening? Aegislash comes in close combat, does not kill the Treads. That would have been a good kill. Did a whole advent calendar for a draft server, teasing tier changes for the season starting in a few weeks. It was fun doing art with only paint and making shit posts. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. What league is this? That's very fun. Can you shield up? End of the earthquake. So this time it was not Volt Switch. Very, very interesting. Salaman's in with the Intimidate. Also does not get hit with the earthquake, considering typing. Aegislash is now in. See an Ice Spinner. Just a lot of switching around happening. Okay, clicks the rocks, and now this Treads is going down. No, it's not. Okay. I guess we were expecting a switch there, which isn't too far-fetched considering what Icy's been doing. Rotom's now in after the Treads goes down into our own Rotom here. Volt Switch, hopefully Tylord packed Pain Split. Fez is going to be faster though, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it did matter. Never mind. I guess we get rid of the rocks. That's good. PBO, don't know if you've met anyone from there. They have a YouTube channel. I don't think so. Most of the leagues out there I don't know about. Seems like a new one pops up like every day. For sure. Rotom's in. I'm sure if I saw the logo or something, I might recognize it, but I'd probably err on the side of I don't know the league. Alright, we have a D-Dance on Salamence. Do we see no, we see a Thunder Wave actually. But we have a Lum on Salamence, so we don't care. Just like the Flygon. Interesting how that happens. Hit him up with an Outrage. Down goes Rotom. We're looking pretty good here. Fez is in, of course. We cannot Terra out of our Dragon typing because there's no Terra in this league. Moonblast gets him down to 42 and gets the Toxic Chain. Yikes. We don't kill with that Earthquake. It's crazy. Fez is bulky. Moonblast takes down the Salamence. That's nuts. Aegislash is in. Are we clicking the Iron Head? Heat Wave, not doing too much. There it is. Please tell me you Agility or whatever. Okay. Iron Head is fine. That's a kill. We take it. This Shadow Sneak's gonna go crazy. Except for gets this Roaring Moon. Not so much. Not so crazy here. Earthquake takes down Aegislash. What are we gonna do about this guy? Arcanine maybe? Val is in instead. Booster speed, so this is definitely gonna be faster. Delphox is in. See a close combat. Doing a pretty considerable amount to Delphox here. Alright, Mega Delphox. Throat Chop just takes it down because we are booster speed Val. Let's go. Ogerpon is now in. We see a close combat. Not quite taking down the Ogerpon, but it's very weak now. Play Rough takes down Val. Roaring Moon is still at 100. Arcanine is now in. Defiant Boost is unfortunate. Extreme Speed takes out an Ogerpon, so that's why he did that. It doesn't even matter. Roaring Moon is in. See a D-Dance right here. In a close combat, just taking down the Roaring Moon. Just taking it down. Who needs setup when you can just punch a hole? Great work, Tylord. Great work. I don't know why you just kept moving and switching around all over the place. But that just that shows you that if you use moves, Pokemon's HP go down. That's a thinker right there. That's fair. They don't advertise in other Discords. Very old school. Find them on YouTube or Reddit. I think I have advertised in Reddit a few times. Once for my league, and once for this other league, which was my first draft league that wasn't me and my circle of friends, which I did see is making a comeback under new management, the Galar Trade Service. That was a throwback when I saw that one advertised. Definitely haven't seen anything from them since my friend Hanny was running it. We have Iger versus Missouri Kip. We have a Sun team with possibly Mega Victory Bell. And it doesn't look like Iger has any Megas on his team. Which that was kind of how it was with the Tie Lords. I wouldn't want to fight this. I would not want to fight this Sun. Walking away, gouging fire Sun. I would not want to fight that at all. That looks awful. Maybe we're leading Ninetales. Maybe we're leading Jirachi for some hazards. I think Iger leads with the Gliscor though, no matter what. Aside from Wake, it's a pretty good lead into everything. So I'm gonna go Ninetales, Gliscor. Before that, I'm gonna be disgusting a little bit. Discord sends you notifications for people reacting to messages. Was it not doing that before? It does that with me. It's always done that for me. Maybe there was an update and it screwed up your notification settings. But yeah, especially if a lot of people are reacting to your shitpost memes on your league there, it would not be very fun, because that's gotta be like hundreds of notifications if it's an old school league. Gliscor and Ninetales. Let's see it. Jirachi. Okay, never mind. I guess we don't win everything, but I did get half of it with Gliscor. We see a U-turn into Tusk here. What's Gliscor doing about that? Just flicking the Earthquake. All chip is good chip. We see the Toxic Orb, of course, because it's a Gliscor. Knocking off, not something that Gliscor really cares about. We do see a Toxic onto the Great Tusk, which is very good for us. Just whittling down this guy. Wake comes in. Gliscor clicks U-turn or something? Protect, actually. Got it. Alright, Ninetales is now in. Switching into Fez. Oh, did Bro forget? Bro forgot his drought. Oh no, Bro forgot his drought. Oh no. Oh, I can't even tell you how many times I did that. I can't even tell you how many times I've messed up my weather ability and then there's just no weather. And then the whole team is shut down because I was... Oh, I feel for that. I feel that. Wasn't doing that ever till now. Turned it off when it would tell me Blue Fusion changed to status. Though he DM'd me and was concerned. It told you that someone's status was changed? Why would... Discord, why would anyone need to know that, dude? Just the next time you log into Discord, you can see it's different, and then your reaction is probably going to be, oh, okay. Or you wouldn't even notice. What is happening over there at Discord HQ? Fez clicks U-turn on the Jirachi. Into Gliscor. Alright, we see some racks. Do we see some others? No, we just see a sub, so no rocks on this guy. Sub-toxic is some nasty stuff with Protect. That's a nasty. Earthquake's here. We're gonna see a Protect coming off of Iger's Gliscor too. Healing Wish. And a Tusk? I don't think that makes too much sense. And a Wake. Alright. See a Protect here. Wake gonna set up maybe? No, Hydro Steam instead. Try to get rid of that sub. Don't know why exactly on the status was a lyric that only showed me. Okay. Fantastic, man. That's so stupid. Sub is broken. Walking Wake is now status. I have a feeling that Iger's just gonna sit on Missouri's whole team and do this. At one point, this was Gen 9 OU. I wouldn't be surprised if it still is. I haven't played that metagame in a while. Hydro Steam. Okay, Walking Wake is Life Orb, but I didn't see that earlier. Victory Bell is in. Into a Moonblast. Not doing too much damage because it's resistant, of course. Switching into the Wake. Who gets the Healing Wish. That's pretty good. Flamethrower into the Golden Go. Almost getting rid of this thing. Do we see a Make It Rain or something? Thunder Wave and a Walking Wake. That's pretty good. Now this thing is definitely not as fast. Ooh! We outspeed and we kill it. Oh man! Everything is going is just going our way this time. Healing Wish on the Ninetales. Okay. That is a very interesting team that's happening right. It's on the screen here. D-Dance into Thunder Wave. Why don't you just kill the Golden Go? I mean, it's a good thing you're a Lum. Alright, Golden Go is now down. Quaquaval is now in. Probably going to take a Gouging Fire hit pretty decently. Not at +2. Oh! Got it. Sorry, Iger, I forgot you were like that. I forgot that you would run Feather Dance on your bird here. That is wild. Into Liquidation, trying to drop the defense, and we got it. Let's go. Oh, big crit. Does this thing get Roost? That answers my question. I don't know what the last move would be. I don't know if it gets Drain Punch, or maybe it's Triple Axle. Feather Dance again. We're just getting speed on this guy. You're not gonna be doing any type of damage. Victory Bell gets the Healing Wish. No drop here on the Victory Bell. Fez is coming in. Mega evolving the Victory Bell into a Knock. Getting rid of a Vest, so Fez is not as bulky on the special side. We have Growth, which is still, you know, still kind of useful without the Sun, especially since Victory Bell is a lot tankier because of the Mega Evolution. And a Poison Jab getting rid of the Fez. Alright, Meow is in. Triple Axle is definitely going to kill this Victory Bell. Protean Ice. Not very helpful against the Gouging Fire, but will be against Tusk. Alright, we're just going for it anyway, doing some big damage. Into a D-Dance. Is Meowscarada just going to go for the Triple Axle again? Yeah! So, he just hit the once? Oh, that sucks, dude. It'd have been great to get all of them, just punishing them for the setup. Gliscor's back. Setting up a D-Dance. Gliscor's probably going to click the Toxic. Heat Crash. Doing 52, well over half. Alright, Toxic, the Gouging Fire. He cannot stick around. No more Lum on this guy. See Protect. Get back as much HP as you can. Another D-Dance. Alright, I mean, I guess you'll be doing some more damage. Heat Crash gets rid of the Gliscor. Okay, so it's enough. We will probably see the bird come back in. Ursaring, actually. Okay. What is this guy gonna do? Tanks that because of the Violite, for sure. And a Body Slam. So Toxic damage is going to take out the Gouging Fire. Very good for us. And Tusk is at 71. Isn't Toxic. Too bad the Gliscor still isn't around to just stall this thing. But we have Ursaring, who's going to click Rest, probably Sleep Talk. And Great Tusk is going to have no choice but to fall to the Toxic eventually. Can't see a way to turn it off. It might be over. But enough about me. How's things been at the league and endeavors? We are starting an off season. You probably saw it in other leagues being advertised. It's pretty exciting to get into ZA using some new megas. I haven't used like any megas really outside of Nuzlocke and I guess the last off season we did, which was a while ago. Oh, actually, no. I was in NDL. That was my last NatDex draft league that I did. Which was also the last one that I recorded. Yeah, I'm not really talking too much about the match. I mean, Kratos went down. We did miss the other guys being sacked off, but I mean, it was good. It was going to end this way. Unless Iger was really stupid about his plays. I'm doing my first ever Wi-Fi draft league. I uploaded my draft analysis of it sometime before I got sick. And tomorrow's the first match, so that's pretty exciting. I got all the mons ready to go, even though that I have a mock battle after this that I'm probably going to change like half the sets on because it turns out they're ass. That's how it goes. Alright, next up we have our battle with Legonen versus Sours. Great job, Lego. Very good job. How many wins is that? We are 3-1 right now against this team. We have 3 more matches to go. I've also got involved with another league, Tylord Make One. It's invite only, and I guess the guy that he's running it with filled up all the slots with his own people. I have to watch the draft analysis. It's an analysis. It's hard to do a draft analysis without giving away everything that it can do. I mean, if you are a draft player who's been playing a while, you kind of know what Pokemon get rocks, what Pokemon are spinning, what Pokemon have status moves, but you also don't really want to give away everything you're thinking about with that Pokemon, so it's very hard to do that without just giving it all away. So I don't know how people do it without just saying, yeah, I have this team together and I needed this, that, and third at this round, so this is what I did. So I did what I could. I remember in leagues past, I'd just give away everything, and then everyone would be like, okay, thanks for telling me how I beat you. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Forget you ever saw it. I love seeing Big Celesteela. I just don't like seeing it on the other team. We have Ditto versus Laperers. Or Laperers. That's a person's name, and they say it that way, or whatever. I don't know if it's Gren or Barbarical, that's Mega, but we do have Ditto's famous Mega Drill team, but no Sand this time. Maybe everything on the other team kind of messes up. Who's the Sand setter? Is it T-Tar or is it Hippo? I don't quite remember. I think it's Hippo. Maybe he just didn't want 2 grounds. I mean, into 2 waters, I guess it makes sense. And Celesteela. Okay. Leads. I could see Gren going off for a U-turn. I could see Slowking just doing a chili. Or there's rocks on you, Donphan. For Ditto, it's probably going to be Screamtail with a Rotom. Maybe Screamtail, Slowking, the 2 pinks. Need to play more ZA DLC, prefer the Pokopia game? Or you pre-ordered. Is that the Animal Crossing Ditto game? I think that's what that is. That looks very interesting. I'm not an Animal Crossing guy, but using the Pokemon moves and stuff is very Pokemon Ranger-esque. I think it's a very cool concept for sure. Alright, 2 pink guys, Screamtail and Slowking. Manaphy, actually, okay. And Slowking. So, okay, so I got half here too. Knock off on the Slowking, got rid of them safety goggles right away. He was definitely expecting the Sand. Future Sight into a Scald here. He's definitely chilly. There it is. I don't think Slowking can teleport in that Dex, can it? Tapu Lele is in. I see a Knock. No more specs. That's pretty big. Not as much damage here. Crit kind of sucks. But if it wasn't a crit, it'd be doing, well, obviously a hell of a lot less. Oh, and a crit into the future sight, bro. That is a double crit in one turn. Oh, that's crazy. Celestial is in against the Mega Drill. We have rocks. Into Rotom Heat. Hold on, my cat is doing some cat stuff. What are you doing? No. This isn't for you, buddy. It isn't for you. He likes to get in the closet when he thinks no one's looking. And then he saw me come up and he just starts chirping at me. This cat is a crazy cat. You got emailed saying you'll get a free Ditto plushie if you pre-ordered. So how can you refuse? That's fair. That's fair. That'll be a nice little thing to set on your shelf for sure. Is it an actual Ditto plushie or is it a like your Ditto Animal Crossing guy? Amoonguss is in against the Celesteela. We have Donphan to spin. I wonder if we're sporing. Earthquakes instead. That's pretty good for us, actually, because of the regenerator and now rocks are around until Donphan wakes up. Okay, Rotom is in again. And then Donphan. We are sub Rotom. Are we sub Nasty? With Dual Stab? Ooh. Yes, we are. Donphan is asleep. Overheats here. Donphan goes down to Sturdy. Asleep again. I bet we Nasty Plot here. Just because we can. Overheats, actually. Okay. It's not bad. I mean, Donphan's now gone, and rocks are around to stay forever. Gren is in. It's ready to click the... Okay, it's actually clicking Nasty Plot. Did it always get Plot? I think it did, actually. I think it always did get Plot. Water Shuriken's here. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, we live. That's pretty good, actually. Now Gren goes down, and my cat is going inside of the goddamn closet again. What are you doing? Penny? No closet, Penny. I'm gonna have to pick you up. Now I got the squirt bottle, so I can just go. Okay, I don't have the squirt bottle no more. And now I got the squirt bottle, so I can just get him from here. But he doesn't understand that I can see the closet right here. He just does not care. IRL plushie, the sitting cuties one, it's like 12. Is that euro? I don't know my international monies. Not too bad to see your team's doing good in the Clash. Watch the other streams. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing much better this time than last time, man. It is almost night and day. I think we are definitely going to be getting into the playoffs. We just have to not screw up. Plot is new from ZA. Oh, okay. What I'm thinking of is back in... Was it Gen 7 or... It had to have been 7 because Gen 8, there was no more Battle Bond like we know. There was just no more Battle Bond, I think. Like Gen 7 Gren was like Specs with Surf, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, and then it was Spikes. Or maybe it was water shuriken, or then people started running spikes instead. I think that's what I'm thinking of, and I thought it was nasty plot for whatever reason. Dusk and Dawn. Yeah, I guess so. Considering that it's dusk now, and then it's nighttime. And then the whole entire game just has to freeze. I get it. Slow King is in. We have Amoongus. Scald, okay. It's pounds. Found out some American keyboards don't have the pound symbol on it. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking it was pounds, but I didn't want to assume. It also just looks like an E. So I was like, E is for euro. Which is odd considering that dollars doesn't begin with an S, yet we have that S symbol. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, mine does not have that symbol on it at all. I'd have to go and I'd have to do like some ASCII code or something, or copy it from Google, or just a document that has it. Future Sight into Spore. Alright, are we gonna be critting with the Future Sight? That would suck. Celestial's in. We have Rotom. Oh no, Rotom's gonna go down to the Future Sight probably. Unless you Volt right here. Tapu Lele is in. Oh, we're Volting into Moon maybe? Discharge. Big Para. Big Para. More rounded. Okay, and that looks more like an E. Okay, I learned something new today. Aside from the nasty plot. Rock Slide into the Tapu because it is now slower. Well, I think Drill might have been faster regardless, right? Oh, yeah. As I was. Why are we clicking Leech Seed into this guy? What are we doing? Maybe you're predicting that he'd think you're air slashing. Foul Play into the Slow King. We get a crit back from the Manaphy. I was like, what's his name? Screamtail's now in. Alright, still asleep. That's good for us. We are Calm Minding up. I think, yeah, this thing gets stored power, I think. So we could do that. Sub CM, stored power. Something else. Great sub on the Toxic. For sure. Chili into the Barbaracle. What are we gonna see next? We see a Thunderbolt come off, killing the Barbaracle right away. Oh no, and the last two Mons are weak to Electric, and they are not at full. Oh no, what a conundrum. And we get the Para! Yo, oh, in full Para. Not like that matters, because Slowking's definitely dead. But this is, we've got our payback in full, and then some from the Manaphy double crit. Absolutely. Celestial comes in, and it is over. It is absolutely over. Very well done to Ditto. Very well done. This was unfortunate, but we got it back. We got it back. The Spores were great. Rock stayed up forever. The Thunderbolt was a very nice bring, especially since most of the team is weak to Electric that was brought. So as soon as the guy there, Donphan, was down, this thing was opened up. For sure. That is great. That is what you can expect from our most recent top-tier champion. We got Stish versus Kenzo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is what, 5 and 2 or something that we are? No. No, it's not 5 and 2. I think Bart was our only loss this time right now, because Tylord won. Iger won. Lego got a forfeit win. Ditto just won. Bart. So we're 4-1 right now this week. 4-1. We just have 2 matches left. 2 very, very good players. Alright, Kenzo has the Mega Chandelier team on their team. And we have... I don't think Mega Lottie's legal. Oh, Mega Aggron, that's right. Love me some Mega Aggron. What are we leading today? Might be the Lando. Could be the Grim. They could go Palafin first to get their form off. Get their form up? Form off? To get their form, they could go the Palafin. There's also just hazards with Fortress. Or just U-turning with the Torn. I feel like Palafin form is fairly safe aside from the Zera aura. I don't think Zera is leading here. Magron, my beloved third favorite Mega. I love Magron paired with a nice bulky fairy that can wish it back up. I had Magron paired with an Aromatisse way back when. And the only reason it didn't do very well that season is because I had to drop out on like the second season because something came up. Unfortunately, that's not Grimmsnarl, but there is a Wishing Lottie there, so that could be what Stish is trying to do. Maybe Lando and Palafin, maybe? Maybe even Grim. I'll go Grim and Palafin. Zera Aura lead. Fortress. Okay, I'm wrong on both fronts. I mean, it had to happen eventually. Sub here. What is with Sub this week? Our team is just bringing Sub. Bulk up? Okay, Sub bulk up Plasma Fists and like knockoff or something. Magron and Finny's a true combo. Oh yeah, that is true. No status for sure. Alright, Body Press got rid of the Sub. I wonder if this is just bulky Zera. Alright, we see another Zera up. Sub, how do we take care of the opposing Thunder Weasel thing? Knockoff did not take much damage. We have Blaze Kick. So we have Rotom Heat Stab on this thing, probably. Knocking here. Into another bulk up. Alright. Toxic. That is an interesting bring. Very interesting. Kind of shuts off Zera Aura here, which is very unfortunate. So we have two bulky Zeras. That is not something I would expect. Subbing up here into a Blaze Kick. We're just gonna get rid of it because it's not bulked up like ours is. Unfortunately, I think Kenzo's is definitely faster. That's because of the set that our Zera Aura is. It's probably going down this turn too, to its own, or not to its own, but to Toxic. Ooh, we couldn't even let the Sub go, or take the Sub out. Oh, never mind, we're still up. Into a Protect, okay, so yeah, Sub is, not Sub, but Zera Aura's down. Kinda sucks. It is definitely something. It's not something I'd ever think to bring. But in Nat decks, when everything gets Toxic and everything gets Protect and Sub, pretty much anything can be a Toxic Stallmon. Stealth Rocks are up, but we're against a Fortress. T-Wave Aggron, huh. Interesting. Trying to get the Paras. There it is, there's one. Roaring into Terrapagos. We're going to get some chip damage and get it out of its Terra Shell here. Flamethrower takes a chunk out of Aggron, but it's okay. 20 on a Body Press from Mega Aggron is kind of crazy. Flamethrower to the Snarl. Ooh, unlucky burn. Unlucky burn. We set up a reflect, going for the screens here. Excuse me. Calm Minding taunts on the Grim. That's pretty good. Trying to set up, but we're not letting that happen. Can get up the... Okay. Parting shot, actually. I was expecting a light screen, but maybe he doesn't have light screen. Interesting choice, considering there's a chandelier. Pain Split Keldeo? What is this? That's gotta be new in ZA. I know Keldeo gets rocks for no reason now. Aura Sphere into the Terapagos. Almost taking it down. Oh, Mirror Herb. Alright, take down the Terapagos. That's very good for us. Especially since it was boosting so much. Palafin is in with the Jet Punch. There it is. I mean, Keldeo did a lot of work here. Or a good amount of work. Latias is in. Palafin's definitely switching. Okay, we see a Zero Aura in. Into a Calm Mind. Are we bulky Calm Mind Latias? Stored power, probably. Oh, Mist Ball. Just knocks out the Zero Aura. Just gets rid of it right away. Alright, Fortress is in. This thing's very bulky. Mystical Fire. Down to the Sturdy. As you'd expect. Gets off a spin. That's probably its only offensive move. Oh, it's got Body Press, so it's not going to do anything to Lottie. Mist Ball here gets rid of the Fortress, probably not wanting to click Mystical Fire just in case the 2 fire resistances come out. Dark Pulse into Lottie, almost getting it down. Stitch really likes his weakness policy, Lottie's. So I'm not surprised to see that here. I'm a little surprised to not see Agility, though. Dark Pulse takes down Lottie. Alright, Grim Snarl's in. What are we doing here? Reflect into Bleak Wind. Alright. I guess that helps against the Palafin. Lando's in. Do we have the Rock move? Do we have the Stone Edge? The Rock Slide instead, which is enough. Very nice. Must be a very offensive Lando, or that Torn is not very defensive. Aggron's in now. We see a Bulk Up. Bulk Up Palafin is not what you want to see. Not at full health. Be your Thunder Waving here. That might save us. There's a chance. Aggron takes that. Roars out into Chandelier, which can just click Mega and then like Shadow Ball or Fire Blast or whatever it wants to do. What is it doing? Trick Room. So the T-Wave goes off in the Trick Room, making Chandelier slower. But it was already going to be slower than Lando, probably. Ooh, the fake Focus Sash pulls through. Gets rid of Chandelier. This isn't going to turn our way, though, because there's a Jet Punch. There's a Jet Punch Palafin, unless he gets parried. No para. Alright. Nice try there, Stish. This was a very interesting sub bulk up Zera set. Very odd to see 2 Zeras that are just bulky and setting or stall or whatever. Both screens would have been cool on Grimmsnarl, but I bet the last move was an offensive move. Nice try. Took care of this Terapagos pretty well. That was pretty nice. And the Thunder Waves are pretty cool too, but in Trick Room, Thunder Waves is kind of better for you. Most unnecessary Trick Room ever. I was thinking that too, Lego. Welcome. You didn't really even need to do that. Unless Chandelier was like min speed. Which it had to have been if Aggron went first. You missed your match, by the way. You missed your match. I showed up just an image of your your forfeit win claim. All right. So that's what, 4 and 2. We are up no matter how Holy Macaroni does, but we definitely want to win, of course. No Mega on Mac's team. Seems like half of the teams we bring, there's a Mega, and half of them there is not. More so thinking there's no point on his team, everything is fast. Yeah. Even if Zero Aura happened to be min speed brave, it probably still outran half of what you'd see on Stitch's team. Kind of wondering what that looks like. It's probably close to 300, if not in the 300s, I would say. I'm gonna have to look at that after this. Anyway, Mac is here against Shelly. Leads. Okay, there's no Mega on the other team either. Very interesting. I'm thinking probably Treads. Although I could see Reggie. Treads and Mamo, maybe? Could also see the Tachyon Cutter guy leading. I'm gonna go Treads and Crown. Oops. Oops. Prim, okay. Versus Mandibuzz. Alright, so if I just at least stuck with Mandibuzz, I would have gotten one. Crown is in. I almost called it Treads, because it's a Steel type, and it's a Paradox. Tachyon Cutter. Red card. And now the Jellicent is in, taking a little bit of damage. It's going to be able to recover that off pretty easy, though. Psychic Noise. No more leftovers recovery, although it's not leftovers. Treads is now in. We see a Tachyon. That is some chip, unfortunately. Alright, we see Mandibuzz come in. Better than Corv. Alright, buddy. Volt switching into Regieleki. Mamoswine is now in. See a Terra Blast, expecting a switch there. That's pretty good on our on Max end. We have Grape Juice, who goes right down to a crit. Is Max nicknames all My Hero Academia? That's what it's looking like. Ironhead into the Mandibuzz, not doing too much because it's Mandibuzz. Regieleki. Alright, into the Roost. Are we clicking Terra Blast again just in case? Volt Switch actually almost taking down the Mandibuzz. Into the Prim. Alright, Foul Play. Not doing too much, but Prim is also quite low. Muck is in. Toxic is not going to do much against this guy. Roosting here. We could Toxic ourselves. Click sub. Another sub. Did everybody bring sub this week, Lego? It's kind of what it's looking like. Iron Crown is in. We have knockoff. Big crit. Let's go. Let's go. It's what I'm talking about. Let's do that like 8 more times. Mayo's in. Earthquake is definitely going to get rid of that sub. Knock does quite a bit of damage. I don't know, that was hard to say. Alright, Treads is now in on an Earthquake. Getting rid of the Treads. I'm hoping that was just a sack. Alright, we have Regieleki in now. Probably clicking the Terra Blast. Yep, there it is. Not doing too much against the Lottie. Swapping into Crown was a choice. Right? Definitely not a good one, considering what happened. So Mega Lottie is legal. I thought it wasn't legal in this. I don't know what I was looking at then. We're D-Dance Lottie. Okay, interesting. Earthquake. Yikes. So that doesn't look good. Tropicos is now in. Luster Purge. We are saved by the Terra Shell. Terra Starstorm doing quite a bit of damage, but is not enough. Luster Purge again. We take down the Lottie. And we boost our speed. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know if we're faster than Mammo. We are faster than Mammo. Click's Toxic. It's not going to matter because Scald not taking us out. That's good. Now Jellicent is statist. Reggie is in. Scald here burns the Reggie. That's not fun. We are on borrowed time, especially with that Life Orb. Mammo's in. Terra Blast. Ah, Volt Switch. Unfortunate. Unfortunate read. He's going to Ice Shard us now. Yep, there it is. Goodbye, Reggie. So what? Okay, Prim. I was wondering if it's going to be Prim or Terrapagos. Oh, no! I mean, Mamoswine's very strong. So, very nice job to Mac. Very nice try here. The sub knockoff is cool. I liked seeing the crit. That was great. Nicknames, top tier. Very good, very good, very good. I don't know what this thought was. But opponent played pretty decently. The Volt Switch Terra Blast 50-50 into is Mammo coming in or not was a little annoying. It definitely cost Mac the game. I don't know if he had much of a chance, even if that didn't happen, because Mammo was just going to come in eventually. So that was this week's LBL matches. I know I scheduled the stream for 7:30 and then ended up streaming like an hour earlier or something, but I ended up having more time, and I was watching Bench's stream, and then his stream crapped out. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I could just go ahead and start mine earlier. Monday is going to be week 6. I want to say this is a 7-week deal here. I think it's a 7-week league. If not, then you'll see an 8th week, and there's no way there's a 9th one. Not many leagues go that far these days. So on Monday, you'll definitely be seeing week 7, unless something crazy happens, but that's what the plan is. You'll be seeing my first Draft League Wi-Fi game at some point. Maybe on Monday, who knows? Kind of depends on when I can get that all edited and whatnot. Very excited for that. But like the stream, if you haven't, thank you for coming out, if you did, and just chatting. And if you're just out there lurking, then thank you for watching. And if you're watching after the fact, I definitely appreciate that as well. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're having a good time. Alright, I'm done yapping. Everyone take care of yourselves.